Hey everyone, David C. Anderson from the Knife Center coming at you from the WE CIVIVI Suncut booth at Blade Show 2023. We're here with Seth Erkenbrock.
What's going on, brother?
Good to see you, as
See
always.
you again.
We got some new stuff here. First stuff we're going to show you actually available right now at the Knife Center. You can check out the link below. It'll get you to these items, essentially. We'll start with this knife right here, the Riff Raff.
Drops today, like
Yes,
you
sir.
said. So this is fantastic new design right here from Matthew Christensen. We had the Thug and the Thug XL recently with Matthew. This is a design that's very similar in the shape and kind of the style, but the blade shape is very, very different. But we just love Christensen designs, just like those other two that we did with them. The thumb stud action is extremely snappy.
Yep.
Really nice harpoon shaped blade here. Loving the details on the back spacer. Just some really cool stuff going on here.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of a kind of sveltness that the Thug is kind of leaning in the opposite direction of, in a way. Like, this feels a little bit easier to carry in terms of the contouring and the shape of the handle. Feels great, and I love the broadness of this blade contrasting with the relative narrowness of the handle, really.
Yes.
Yeah. Lot of belly there to cut with. And the action, like you said, is great. Even on the reverse flick, yeah. Tuning is pretty much perfect on that.
It's so good. It's been received very, very well here at the show. We've been selling those. I had to snag that one off the table. Like a couple of these models, I was like running around as you got here. Like, I hope we still have some because midday on Friday, and most of the stuff is going fast.
Yeah. But you could get it at Knife Center as well right now. For those
Absolutely.
watching anyway. If
Absolutely.
you're watching this, you're probably not here, so that works out. Several different colors. This is just one of them to pick from as well. Next up,
the Navo. This is an O-Stop Hell design collaboration, and this one right here is honestly my pick for like EDC knife extraordinaire. Like, I love this thing. It's super lightweight. It's available in a couple of different scale materials. We got micarta, there's carbon fiber, and titanium, and then it's got titanium liners. So it's a liner lock, and titanium liners. It's super lightweight, nice and slim. Feels really, really good. It's just wonderful design.
well, the space it's going to take up in your pocket obviously is pretty minimal. Got a nice narrow quality to it. I love that lanyard point there at the back. And a point on the titanium liners, you guys you did the steel lock bar insert on the liner lock.
We always put in a steel lock bar insert, make sure that doesn't wear out on you.
Yeah. Don't often see that on a liner lock, so that is really cool. And I mean this in the absolute best possible way. This blade, there is nothing wrong with that. Man, drop point, thin, full flat grind. It is what a pocket knife traditionally, like, quote unquote, should be, you know?
Yeah.
It's just an everyday cutter. Like, that's gonna work great.
It's a nice modern design, just a pocket knife done well.
Yeah. You said just over 3 inches on the blade, and steel was 20 CV on this as well?
That's correct.
Yeah. You may have mentioned that already. If not, I'm sorry.
I didn't.
If you did, I'm sorry.
It's got a reversible pocket clip. It's milled for a flush, or a milled titanium pocket clip on the reversible both sides.
Fantastic. Check it out. Next up.
All right, we're going to jump into a CIVIVI that also drops today. This is the Vaquita 2. We had the Vaquita in the WE product line years ago, and so this is making the jump to the CIVIVI product line. It's a miniature kukri, neck knife.
Kind of a 2.5 finger grip and a whole lot of blade.
Yeah, yep. As a kukri should be, shrunk.
Tell me about the materials on these.
We've got a Nitro V blade steel. This particular one has carbon fiber scales, and then we've also got it with micarta and G10 handles.
Very cool. Kydex sheath.
Kydex sheath comes with a little bead for you, so you can hang it with a bead necklace.
So like a ball chain type of thing? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Fantastic. Yeah. Click in is quite nice. And what's cool about this too is where your index finger sits, you don't have to actually adjust your grip once it's out of the sheath. Like, you're right where you need to be.
You're on all of that handle as it comes out.
Yep, good thought process going on there. One more knife that is also the last of the ones we're going to show right now that are dropping today, and that is the Hypersonic.
The Hypersonic. This is a GTC collaboration. This is a nice futuristic looking. All of his stuff is just got such great designs. Very futuristic looking. It's a stainless steel frame lock with a G10 inlay. And the one thing that is really unique about this one is the sound that you get out of it. Like, it's something that I really
It's a big clap.
feel is unique.
Yeah. Definitely has that angular GTC style for sure. I like the fuller right here, so you can do extra stuff and not mess it up like I did just now. But I always do that.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
fine.
it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really long fuller, not cut all the way through. It gives you a really great middle finger flip on that one.
Yeah. And beyond just the, futuristic out there looks, at the end of the day, it's a solid kind of, we'll say, sheep's foot style blade too. It's just a big cutter.
It's a nice full-size grip, full-size blade handle.
Nitro V on this as well?
I'm gonna have to check because I've seen so many knives that I don't remember.
According to the 14C28.
14C28.
Oh, I suppose I could have looked at that, huh?
I have to cheat. There's a lot of new stuff.
There's a lot of new stuff here. Super solid feeling. All of these 4 and a couple more knives are available, like I said, right now at KnifeCenter, so you can go check them out. These next ones we're going to look at are our upcoming knives, some prototypes.
Coming soon. They'll be available on KnifeCenter within the next 6 months or so.
Excellent.
Moving right from the Hypersonic to another GTC design. This is the Solid, which is in the WE line. It's very similar in styling and shape, but very different in construction. This is a integral titanium frame lock, and it's got some different grinds on the blade. And we've also got the SLT flip mechanism.
Yes.
So the spring-loaded tab is what this is, the SLT, which kind of gives you, it's really interesting. It makes it so that flipper tab is flush, and it disappears when the knife is open. And when you pull back on it, it just kind of pivots a little bit and then
it flips around.
Flips all the way over. Yeah.
Really cool feel in the hand, actually. It's not like a super ergonomic grip if you're looking for all-day comfort, but it feels really good. Yeah, my fingers sit at a real nice place on these facets on the handle. Of course, no worry about a hot spot here on the back thanks to that closed construction. Really cool. This will probably wind up being 20 CV, I would guess.
It will. All of our new WE models are 20 CV.
Very nice. Very nice. It's cool to see that back on a production flipper again.
Yes. All right. This right here is an in-house design. This one is called the, oh, holy cow, it's the Cybernetic. I'm asking you like you would know the name. Brand new in-house design, titanium construction. Now, the real highlight of this thing is the backspacer.
Yeah,
the two-piece backspacer.
Really
action.
cool looking. Let me close this. That is really cool.
It's super, super clean. Front flipper and very, very smooth on those ball bearings. The action is fantastic.
Yeah.
But a super clean design on this guy. And
clean is the word for sure.
Yeah, and the way that the grinds on the blade line up with the lines in the handle is just very impressive. So a lot of neat engineering or work went into this one.
I appreciate the front flipper being more like that top flipper style, because like folks who are regulars of this channel know I'm sometimes clumsy with the front flippers, but this works super easy.
Yeah.
Like intuitively first time, and it'll work with your index finger too, which I always appreciate that kind of dual consideration there.
Yeah.
Dig it, man. I love the cleanliness down here below too. We were talking about the disappearing flipper tab here. Again, you get that same clean flow between handle and blade on this one.
Right, now look here, when I first pulled this one out, I thought it was a drop point blade, but it's a modified tanto, right?
Or even, it's almost a trailing point, isn't it?
Or
yeah,
I mean, you've got a straight here, and then and then you
you have the transition point there, real subtle.
A little bit of a tanto-esque blade there.
Probably disappear in the first sharpening, but it's there.
Right, for most of us.
Really nice, really nice. And that is, you could just keep looking at this backspacer, this interaction there. That's real nice. Dig it.
I love that. All right, new up-and-coming design. This one's going to be available closer to the end of the year. This is a really exciting collaboration. This is a Kyle Lamb design. So Kyle Lamb, actually he was going to be here, but he's off training at 6 Hour Academy right now. He does a lot of law enforcement, military training and things like that. And so he and his company Viking Tactics have been around for a long time in the industry. And he makes knives and put this one together with us. And this is just his his perfect folder is kind of what this would be described as.
So this is the Wrecker?
The Wrecker. Yep. Capital R, capital R. So it says Wrecker both ways.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Right?
A palindrome.
Uh-huh.
Indeed, yes.
Nice Tonto blade on that. Reverse Tonto blade, sorry.
All good.
But,
Makes Thomas happy.
but it's super, super lightweight.
Yeah.
For the size of a knife that you've got there. It feels really good. I really, really like his design here.
Yeah, feels solid, but yeah, you're right. It's not an anchor for sure.
Yeah.
Love the milling, the black and gold here too. That feels good, looks good. Really cool blade shape. Yeah, same thing I kind of was saying about that the first GTC design there. You've got a blade shape with something going on, with some sex appeal, but underneath it's not at the expense of the utility. Like this is just another great, just working blade.
Yes, absolutely. So that's a good one. Yeah, you're gonna look for that one hitting KnifeCenter, like I said, around the end of the year.
Cool.
Next up, we've got a Tashi collaboration called the Speedliner. This guy right here, again, it's a CPM 20 CV, titanium handle with a really unique backspacer. Check that out.
What is
that's kinda
exactly
put in there.
going on there?
It's just a really hot backspacer.
So, you're inset here, but it kind of caps around the outside as we come back, and then the lanyard hole is part of it too.
Right. So
Okay.
it's seamlessly integrated into the frame, into the handle. Done very, very well. We've got a carbon fiber version that we've got actually out for consideration in the Knife Awards that has a little bit more contrast to it, which I really, really like.
Yeah.
But this design from Tashi is really, really exciting.
Very cool. Nice clean profile again. Signature kind of flipper arrangement that he likes to do with the shape there. Yeah, that's going to be real cool. And what was this one called? I'm sorry?
This is called the Speedliner.
Speedliner. You did say that. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Guys, check that backspacer out. We'll get some good close-ups of that for sure. Right on.
All right. We've got, moving on, a brand new locking mechanism that has never been done before. There's been similar products out there from other manufacturers that are a similar shape, but a different design. This one right here is called the Olmec. It's a nice big folder with a flipper tab, and then the closing mechanism is a spring-loaded bar right here that you pull towards the pivot,
yeah.
and then you just rotate the knife along that radius right there. So you were playing with it and got a hang of it like pretty fast. So it's definitely different than anything that you've done before.
It's a very different motion. The flicking, the flipper works exactly like you'd expect. Like no problems there. It's not really working with one finger. Like it's definitely a two-finger thing. And once you're used to it, I think, you kind of have to stage up for it. But it's put your cut in, do that, come back.
Yeah,
you get used to it. Yeah,
you're getting that pretty fast.
It's definitely like it was strange at first, but it doesn't take too long. Like you would definitely get used to that, but it's definitely a new. See, I screwed it up. It's definitely a new thing.
Yep.
Cool.
But it's got a real beefy handle. Really solid construction on this thing. I like the size of the knife.
It's a big one.
A larger knife.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, do you have a name for this locking mechanism yet, or still
We're calling it
working
the
on
Pi
that?
Lock.
Pi lock, like P-I.
P-I.
Okay.
This is the Olmec. I don't remember if I said, but it's almost a 4-inch blade, and like I said, really solid construction on that handle. I love the use of the frag pattern on this because it's just feels so big and masculine. I think it fits well, and it's nice.
Yeah, that's definitely a workhorse. And see, because I'm the nerd, I'm trying to see like how's it locking up, like all this stuff. Yeah, well, I'll look into that some more. That's cool.
We've got one of these out on display, and that's taken apart, so you can go take a look at that.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
All right. Moving on in the WE line, we've got another unique design right here. This one surprised me because this one comes from Torbay knives, and everything that we've done from Torbay and all the stuff that I typically see from Torbay is really big, chunky fixed blades, right? But right here, we've got this super like lightning fast button lock with a Karambit style grip ring on there, and it's just fast and it's beautiful. It's cool. And then you've got on the ring, the back spacer includes the ring and also
And the clip, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely got some nice springiness in there. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I love kind of the angular shape going on here. Like, this flows so nicely, this spine angle. The Wharncliffe style blade on it is cool. You'll be able to really get down close onto some stuff you're cutting thanks to the angle here. That's a cool shape. That's a real cool shape.
It is. It's a very, very unique.
Oh, it worked.
You can get it, yeah.
I got these fat fingers out. I had to hold the other side to make it happen. That's not very fast, is it?
Two-hand middle finger flick it.
Hey, I just work with what I'm given.
It's whatever you gotta do. Yeah.
Yeah, or of course, it's a button lock, so you can do that all day long.
You got the button
too.
lock,
Yeah.
you got the flipper tab.
Yeah, that's really neat. That's really neat. The Yardbird.
The Yardbird from Torbay Knives.
Cool. Now, personally, I'm actually really excited for this next one because the Incisor is back.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Now, I have an Incisor. I have the Incisor that we did originally with WE Knife, the titanium version. Now, we've got it in CIVIVI, and it's the Incisor 2 in aluminum. And it's not a frame lock either.
Right. It's the button lock.
It's
yeah.
a button lock.
Yeah, man. And you've got the pocket deployer on there, and you've got the clip set up immediately for right side, reverse grip carry. So it's ready to go.
It's ready to go with that thumb stud on there. Like you said, you've got that quick pocket deployment. Out of the pocket, in action, ready to go. Beautiful button lock action, and the aluminum takes these anodizations so well. We've got some really cool colors in this. It's available in red, blue, black, and it's really striking.
Yeah.
Really good looking, functional design there.
It should be pretty affordable too. Nitro V steel, probably under $100. I would
It's right around
say,
$100 on
yeah.
on this version. Yep.
Yeah, no, that's going to be really nice. Like I said, I'm glad to see the Incisor back in the lineup. I thought it was a cool knife originally, and it was kind of like, oh, I wish they kind of kept that going.
Totally agree with you. And we
it.
got a lot of feedback from customers asking for it, so we decided to re-release that style in a more affordable package in the CIVIVI. So
Very
there we have
nice
it.
indeed. Excellent. Availability on that looking later this year, or into next
later
at this
this year
point?
probably won't be too long, actually, but within the next few months.
Awesome. Excellent.
Yep.
Well, that's all we have to show you today. Remember, these first 4 knives and a few other brand new WE and CIVIVI releases are available at KnifeCenter.com today. When this video posts, they are already up, so you can go check them out there and keep an eye out for these upcoming projects as well. Seth, thank you so much, man.
Thanks, David.
Always appreciate your time.
Good to see you.
Keep sticking around for more Blade Show coverage.